Heyo people! The next abyss is up, so it's time for another round of suffering. So far, I've been able to squeak by each one, but this one really smarts. The same as the other abysses, we have 3 modes, all solo, with the rewards being stuffed to craft level 95, S15 and S35 weapons. Holy isn't a super common element. The classes you can play Holy are Duelist, Bard, Holy Sword, Guitar, Star Caller, Stellar Sphere, or Bow, but most of these are usually played as something else. I might nab the Duelist or Holy Sword weapons for my ults though. First off, stack up your versus Holy damage and also try to overstack as much elemental skill damage for your main DPS element. The challenge with these abysses is that the one element they don't nerf as much is the element of the dungeon, so you're fighting against an extra high wall if you're using other elements. Then, this time, we have annoying mobs. The first and third wave have very frustrating knockbacks, which not only interrupt your skills, but have the chance to send you flying far enough away to reset the mobs. You only have 15 minutes, so if it's taking you as long as it's taking me, then you don't have time to waste on fighting them again and again if they reset. I'm about 30 seconds short of spawning the last boss with my stats as they currently are. If you're interested, you can check out my livestream where I was working on trying to find out which classes have natural built-in countermeasures. The next challenge dungeon is the Temporary Nightmare in Kaktakara, Grief Requiem. The solo mode is easier than the last one we had, but as normal, the hard mode is 0 damage. I don't have any notes about the mechanics as they're pretty trivial this time, but the rewards are worth noting. The Grief Certificate is one of the better ones too. It's got a reusable 2% boss damage buff. But plan carefully. Normally, solo mode would drop 3 Grief emblems, so you can get 1 exchange box for 5 emblems every other day, but this time it's only dropping 1. I don't know if this is a mistake, but I submitted a bug report just in case. Also note that the party mode box says it drops Despair fragments, which make the 3% crit damage emblem, but the NPC that sells that formula isn't around, so you can keep them for later when Doom of Despair reruns. Let's move on to the more accessible events. First up, you'll notice your 100 LP daily in the item mall has been changed into a lottery ticket. The minimum reward is 200 LP, so at worst it's double what we normally get, and at best you're getting a half cap at 50,000 LP, so really no losing here. Make sure to grab it every day. Second, the Santa in Port Skandia has a selection of seasonable furniture. If you're missing some Christmassy spirit in your house, you're going to want to do this one daily. To get the apples you need for his quests, you've just got to do any top kill and any Mirabelle quest, then exchange those apples for the cards for your choice of furniture. No RNG. You can get as many apples as you have top kills or Mirabelles each day, so you can also just pre-stack those items and only turn in if you don't have time on some days. Also, they have the Angry Snowman contract, which is very cute, but does not have any listed stats. I have it from before, and it seems to be a very, very tiny all-flat stats buff and a 2% move speed buff. Third, the costume event in Oblitus is hiding in the back in the Tafe village. Lots of autopathing around, the NPCs are a little spread out, but it's got new furniture pieces. Specifically, this adorable pup in a stocking. The costumes are actually older and not archivable, but I am a huge fan of that melting little snowman. Fourth, we have a cooking experience buff, but I'm gonna be real here. From what it says in the patch notes, I actually can't tell what it really is. We can confirm it's not a quest experience buff, like the patch notes say. The Discord suspects that what they mean is that gold quality cooking has a 20% more experience than usual, but since cooking experience gain is on an RNG slider, I can't really test that viably without a chart of experience gains from before it was active. And I don't have that. Fifth, Otherworld Party Mode drops boost. Bosses in Otherworld modes all drop 2 extra by default. Despite what the patch notes say, this works in both Party and Hell Otherworlds, but not solos and not regular dungeons. I was trying to trigger an Eidolon spawn to see if they're included too, but it's just not been my lucky day for this, so if I manage to get one, I'll update the notes below. And then we have 2 Navia events this time. Little Star the Coinmaster is back. If you're not familiar with this event, you can buy 3 coins per calendar day, resets at midnight, at 40G a pop, 120G total per day, then flip them for a 50-50 chance to get the lucky buff. Build stacks over days, then once you have enough for the prize you want, you can exchange the buff for that item. Note, there is a range for most prizes, and you cannot take a prize if you have exceeded the upper range for it. You also do not get anything extra for being at the high end of the range. I've finally finished my Awakening Holy Chest, but those Awakening Holy Chest stones that double your success rate were my favourite target before. This time I'm aiming for the top, the Navia Feast, which is an excellent 12-hour experience and stat buff because I think I'm gonna need one of them for when I really go all in on challenging the Holy Abyss. The last event is the Amnesiac in Navia, which also resets at midnight. He gives you a hint each day for an item he wants to help bring back his memory, and in return gives you a present box. Each day of the week has a different item. You need to be at least level 70 to participate, and you can do it once per day per eligible character. This time, Monday is Soulsucker Ore. Tuesday is Crimson Marrow, also an ore. Wednesday is a Copper Shark, an orange fish from Port Skandia that you cannot store in the shared warehouse. Thursday is a Sweet Coconut, which you can grab 10 packs of from the Gathering NPC at a relatively low level. Friday is a gold quality longevity drink, which you can craft from aromatic spores and vigor leaves with the base food sold in Cactacara. Saturday is a well-preserved cultural relic, which is an archaeology item you can dig in Triatio on Saturdays from the Red Glow. At least it matches the right day this time, but unfortunately it also can't go in the shared. Lastly, Sunday is a Dispelling Potion, which is somewhat annoying to craft as it takes 2 Crescent Nectar, which is a rare drop from the Crescent Hill flowers. I planted some in my estate instead. This time we have the title 92 No Draw How Mysterious, which adds 50 to all stats, and an Oath Ring voucher as the big draws. But watch out, because we have those connection sprites for auto-linking coming up in the monthly login, so you might like to have a bunch of those food beads for your Eidolons too. And just a final note before I close out, the bonus drop for Gaia Cups is on in Saturday's Hero Sky Tower. The bosses drop a box with 1 to 3 cups instead of just 1. That is all for this time though, so for the time being, we should probably be expecting the main updates to just be the new abysses going forward, at least for a while yet. The next one should be Storm. That's going to be so much easier for me since I actually have Storm classes built, so I am looking forward to that since they don't have their S35 weapons either. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you guys next time.